Hello everyone, it's that college football guy here with another video. Yeah, I'm in the truck because, well, my schedule changed. I was supposed to be leaving like this afternoon. Turns out, oh, by the way, your delivery's not going to be on Tuesday. It's going to be Monday morning. So can you leave early? So, I'm here in West, about 50 miles of, 50 on I-30, about 50 miles east of Dallas. I'll be heading to, Mexia, M-E-X-I-A, Texas in the morning. But wanted to touch on, first off, apologize for making a video yesterday, but AC in the house went out. And we had some storms going through Tennessee and the power went out. So I was kind of dealing with a bit of stuff at the house, but that all got taken care of. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different for a video today. As you're going to see in the title, according to, and I'm looking down here, folks. Again, I got my notes here. According to a Bleacher Report article written by Adam Wells. That the NCAA approves changes to the targeting rule and also addresses fake injuries. The fake injury one, the most notable one that I know of, was Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss against Tennessee, when he literally ran onto the sidelines, yelling literally ran on the field, telling players lay down, so they could fake an injury to slow down the Tennessee offense. That's being addressed here. There are some NCAA made some rule changes. And it happened earlier on, but I bypassed it. I just found, I'm like, you know what? This is my good story here because there's some things here that changed. First off, let's get into the targeting rule. Under the previous targeting rules, I'm reading the story here, because a lot of this, the source is actually Greg Johnson from NCAA.org. That's who Adam Wells, who did the article, talked to. Under the previous targeting rule, players who were ejected in the second half of a game were also required to sit out the first half of the next game, which is stupid. The new rule allows for an appeal after the game if a player is ejected in the second half and the game has instant replay. In other words, if there's video that they can go back and access to check to see if it was legit, you're allowed to appeal it. And according to Greg Johnson, quote, the conference submits a request to the NCAA National Coordinator of Officials, who will review the video of the play. If it is obvious, keyword, if it is obvious that a player was incorrectly penalized for targeting, the call will be overturned and the player will be cleared to play in the first half of the next game. Doesn't address what happened already, but that's what that is. Now, as to the fake injuries, this is the one I was interested in because obviously being from Tennessee here. Questionable injury situations resulting in an injury timeout being given will be subject to a reporting and investigation process. Now let's get to the Greg Johnson quote here. Schools and conferences will be able to report questionable scenarios to the National Coordinator of Officials, who will review and provide feedback to the conference for further action. In other words, the NCAA won't decide this. It's going to be the conference. But then comes the next sentence, which I found interesting. Any penalties levied would be up to the conference officials or school involved. I doubt they're going to let the school involved do it, but I think the school is going to have a say. And it will not be the NCAA deciding a punishment. It's going to be the conference itself that'll decide it. The NCAA is just wash their hands of it. But that means the conference will do it, which means if this happened again, if Ole Miss did this again against Tennessee, the SEC and Greg Sankey would decide it, not the NCAA. Is this good? Is this bad? I'll be honest with you, I don't know. We have to find out what's going to happen here first. There also were a couple of other rule changes that were put through here. Officials are now ruling a ball carrier down at the spot if they simulate a feet first slide. In other words, they start jumping and go feet first. Wherever the feet touch, that's going to be the spot. The other one could be interesting. Defensive holding will remain a 10-yard penalty. But regardless of yardage, it's an automatic first down now. So if it was like 2nd and 3, it's automatic first down. If it was 2nd and 13, it's still an automatic first down. That's going to be interesting now. So that they basically have changed that rule. All this is coming from the report on Bleacher Report from Adam Wells, that Adam Wells did, and as well as quotes official response from Greg Johnson from NCAA.org. So this is officially from the NCAA that these are the rule changes. Targeting, you can appeal if the game has instant replay. In other words, if the game is on TV and there's instant replay available during the game, they can go back and review the video. Regarding the fake injuries, you will send a questionable video clips from a game televised and send it to the NCAA officials. If they deem there is something there, they refer it back to the conference saying there is something, and you make your decision. Or there isn't something, and the conference makes a decision. I don't think they're going to let the conference have on, like, okay, there is something here, and there is something that happened. What the punishment is up to you. We'll see if this holds, folks. But I thought that was kind of interesting that they went up and changed the targeting rule. They actually addressed the fake injuries thing, which has happened for a lot of teams, it seems like, that they're trying to slow down these high-pace offenses or faking injuries in order to get the offense to slow down. But it doesn't work that way, does it? But anyway, folks, I want to thank everybody for watching the video. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up down below. If you have any comments to wish to make, like we wish there was some other NCAA rule changes they made. Pass interference. We'll get into that later. But if you like any comments or speak about any rule changes or anything else, comment down below. And if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. So we can get this channel to grow. And always, everyone, please be good to each other.